All right, what's up? What's up? Welcome back. We are at Kingdom 879. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I've been busy with my son, my newborn Lucian, so I haven't gotten the chance to keep you guys up to date. I know, sorry. But here we are. We end 878 with the Zhao calories charging at Shin. He was up front all by himself, while the whole High Shin unit is screaming for him to retreat, but he just stood there facing the charging Zhao calories. 879 began. Hold on. 879. The chapter is called The Only Flaw. 879 began with Zhao soldiers charging at Shen, and he's standing there. The Hai Shen units in peril. In the midst of their siege, the Hai Shen unit is suddenly attacked from behind by Riboku. The nightmare of Baiyu arises in everyone's mind. The Zhao soldiers charging at Shin, while Kaioten, she's telling the Hai Shen unit to charge and protect Shin. Those two armies clash. Shin, he arced back and swing his poleaxe, while all his soldiers are telling him, Captain, fall back. The Zhao army, they're telling each other to take Shin's head. So it's an intense fight going on. They all keep telling Shin to fall back. Captain, fall back. While Shin, he goes, dumbass, you all fall back. All suddenly, you hear a voice, who's the dumbass? And so Shin turns to his right. Standing there is Kaioten. Kaioten goes, have you given up hope? Are you trying to die? Are you admitting defeat without even putting up a fight? Riboku is, and then one of the soldier, he gets stabbed and he falls on Kaioten. And Shen goes, what are you doing? Move it, Ten. Fall back. And then she goes, fall back. If you're going to die here, I already decided that I'm going to die right here with you, Captain. And then Shen goes, Ten. And then she interrupt him. And she goes, and it's not just me. Bahi, Ensen, all of the High Shen unit will die with you. Everyone put their lives in your hands. We all walk the same path as you. If you don't give up, then neither can we, no matter how hard it gets, always. So pull yourself together. You're General Ri Shin of the Hai Shin unit. And then as soon as she says that, two Zhao soldiers come charging at her with spears in their hand, screaming, die! But Shin, before they even get it close, Shin cut them both right in half. Technically, he decapitated them. And he goes, 10. My bad. It's not that I'm giving up. I just spaced out a bit there. No, it's like you said, I was admitting defeat already. Shit. Just like always, we scrape and claw, 10. And she goes, yeah. All right, let's fall back and find a way to reform rank. Until then, buy me some times. The other Haitian soldiers, they're like, Captain, we're happy to. Captain, good fortune to you. Because they're using their body to defend him while he retreat. They're getting stabbed and cut. And so Shen goes, you guys, I won't forget your sacrifice. And then they retreat. And you see this free fall going in the front. What's wrong? Advance. All right, build a wall of horse and rider's body. Come here, use our corpse to build a wall. Yeah, do it. So it seems like the Haitian soldiers, they will use their body, the horse, the corpse as a wall, and they will start building a wall to block the Zhao soldier from chasing after Shin and Kaioten because they're gonna retreat to the back and reform rank. We switches to the Zhao side. What is there? A wall building up at the front? No way, they're stacking up the corpses? And then we switches back to the Haishin soldiers. Don't let anyone through. Stack up the corpses. Cavalry, fall back. Infantry, fill in the gap. We can't allow any enemies to break through. And the ensign goes, I'm so sorry, all of you. Right now, all I can do is throw your lives at this wall. And then they're like, don't worry, Lieutenant, we're off. Kaioten will definitely come up with something. Until then, we persevere, you bastards. Infantry commander, fall back a bit more. Sujin is like, it's fine. I'm here to cut down anyone who slipped through. Daniel, he goes, I'm sorry, but the heavily wounded needs to go build the wall. And you see one person in the background. His eye is cut out. He's bleeding through his eyes. And he goes, happy for my death to be of use. Now we switches back to the Zhao soldier. And we switch to see the Zhao strategist girl. And she goes, wow, incredible. They built a wall of horse and rider's corpse in an instinct. And that speed wasn't due to some direction from their headquarters. They just all came up with it on their own simultaneously. What a terrifying army, the High Shin unit. But no matter how much time they buy, at this point, they have no moves left. Riboku-sama, their wall, it's more troublesome than we expect. Shit, the more of them we kill, the more corpses they have to build that wall even higher. Riboku, with a straight face, he goes, not to worry, this will all be over soon. And then we switch it back to Kaioten. She goes, well, Deku-san, even if you ask me. So Deku-san, he is probably one of Kaioten's bodyguard. He's climbing the wall of Catan, not to the top, but high enough so that he could see the battlefield. And then he goes, there's nothing but Zhao soldiers as far as I can see. As for how many, I have to guess that it's a combination of the armies we broke through earlier and the second defensive line army. I can't find anywhere we could forge a retreat. And a combined army. Then how many of them are there? And then Carlton goes, don't worry about that. What we need right now is a means of escape. For that, it doesn't matter how many there are on or how high their morale is. The left, I think, and then um Denku, he goes the left. I think it's Lieutenant Kuokai. She seems to be heading this way, but she's already surrounded. So many. And Shen's like, she's likely can't help us. And not even Lieutenant Kuokai. And Kaoten goes, Kuokai on the left. If anyone push, or she's thinking to herself, Kuokai on the left. If anyone push that way, and we combine with her, but Riboku must be expecting that from us. If we push towards the left, he may already prepare a trap. What to do? Made them think we're going left, but go right. But that's too basic. Riboku will obviously think of that. No, there's no trick to get out of here. We just have to use strength. Thanks to the corpse wall, we can link our whole army. We have to pull together and attack a single concentrated point. No, we still have one other option left. Thank God. We thought it was impossible to continue the siege with enemies at our back. But if we could, and then we get the. Technically, it's still Kyoten talking. Because Riboku can't use the royal army, he and the king are on such terrible terms that the only flaws to the otherwise perfect Riboku, which means he's not unbeatable, we don't have to worry about our back right now. If we combine all of our strength somehow, we can cut a path through. A message to all commander. All troops gather right here as quickly as possible. Everyone become one singular. and then she stops, and both her and Shin turns around. Now, let me clarify this. The Zhao King and Riboku, they are not on good terms. In the Zhao capital, there is still the royal army that is commanded by the king. Riboku has told the king to use that royal army, but the king has refused him every time because they are on bad terms. And so Kaioten realizes and she goes, even though our back is against the Zhao capital, nothing's going to happen. We don't need to worry about our back because the king will not send the royal army to attack our back. We just have to worry about Riboku. So all our commanders gather at one point and we will try to break through that one point. That is what she's saying. But both her and Shin realize something when they hear a noise and they both turn back. And what do they see? The castle gate opening. Some of the commander on the High Shin unit, they notice this too and they turn around. A cavalry comes marching out. A Zhao cavalry comes marching out. They all turn, or technically they all get shot. They all turn like white because you can see the look on their face, wide open, mouth open, eyes open, mouth open. So you finally show up. This is the strategy girl. She goes, so you finally show up. This dude is Kuryu-san. The He is one of Riboku's faction, but he is in the inner royal court. He's the dude with a slash on his eye. And so both him and Riboku, they're staring at each other. And we get a flashback to when a message from Riboku arrived to him. Because when the Haishin units start invading the inner Zhao, the Catan royal court was in chaos. They were all arguing, and a messenger went up to Kuryu-san, and he says he got a message from Riboku. So we're getting that flashback message. Yes, the seal said it was for Kusan Ryu Sama's eye only. And then the message goes, in the event that the second defense line is broken through, we shall push the enemy all the way to the wall of Catan. You shall mobilize the royal army, and then you deliver the killing blow. And so Kaioten, she's shocked. She's crying because this was her only way of escaping, for the royal army not to attack and for them to focus at one point on Riboku's side. But their one chance of escaping has just been blocked. Why? Because Kuryu-san has command the royal army to attack, to open the gate of Catan and attack the Haitians back. So Kaioten goes, if we're separated, it's all over. Build a wall behind us too. We can't get split apart. And she's crying while she's saying this. And Kuryu-san, he goes, depart. And you see this royal army attacking the Haitian units back. The Haitian soldiers, they're just getting cut down and decapitated and just getting murdered. Enemies from the rear, what? The royal army is here too? The rear gate, they're coming out of all gate. There's so many. Those building the walls. So this is Kuryu-san. He goes, those building the wall, strike them in the back. With them removed, Riboku-sama army can then flood in. Oh, and then you see them breaking through the Haishin units back to attack the soldier that's building the wall in the front. The royal army, yeah, kill them. All right, push over. Now, we're in. The walls collapse, but we're under attack from behind already. The wall's down. And so they broke through the wall. And you can see the Zhao soldier says, kill them all. And Ensign, he goes, close rank, protect each other, don't give up. There, and then you see the Tauntaun brother, the two big dude. His, I guess, the one has split here and one has spike here. The one with split here gets stabbed through the back, and you can see a spear coming through his chest. Kakuni, Kakuni. And so one of the Hai Shin unit goes captain, and Shin's like, I'm fine, forgive me, protect 10. And Kao 10, she's not doing nothing. She's just kind of in shock, staring straight, tears, tears dripping down her face. And she just go, I'm sorry, everyone. In a chapter. Boom. Yeah, look like the Hai Shin units in peril. they The only flaw of the Riboku's plan was because they think that the Royal Army wasn't gonna attack. But it caught them by surprise because the Royal Army did attack. So they both now getting attacked from the front and the back. And because of that, Kyle Ten have no plan and she's just standing there crying. So we will wait until 880 comes out. Although we do have the spoiler. So give me 10 minutes, I'll put the spoiler out. Alright, alright.